Hey, how's it going? Part 2 is now here, so let's get into it. After we lock up the world for the jungle environment where Tarzan is, also, I forgot to add as well, a lot of these worlds you can have allies. You'll get to see later on in the progression of the entire game where you have Aladdin as your ally, you have the Little Mermaid, you have the Jack Skellington. As we make it back to Traverse Town, we have to help out Sid with a delivery of some sort. So we had to go to the not so spooky wizard's residence. He's like, oh my goodness, you guys are here? All right, cool. Let me spoof up the place. It makes it a nice, lively environment. Also, we get introduced to the fairy godmother of Cinderella. And so from here, she is our primary source of getting summons. There's about 7 summons in the game. Really, there's 8, but there's a certain one that crashes your entire system. And I really didn't use all the summons all that much because one, I didn't want to like scroll through. I did use Simba, I did use Bambi, I did use Tinkerbell. And their animations were quite long, I gotta say. It kind of like slowed down a lot, but overall they were pretty cool. Tinkerbell was by far my favorite. Simba was kind of weird to use. Bambi, just overall useless. I don't know why. But since we are here inside Merlin's residence, we also get to find a book that's very familiar to Birth by Sleep. So as you can tell, Birth by Sleep happened about what 10, 16 years ago. And because it's been so long, a lot of the pages have been scattered about. And so it is our job to find all those missing pages. And as you slowly get more pages, as you can see here, Winnie the Pooh has no honey. He's all alone by himself, which makes me sad. At the same time, it's like, come on, man. We can cheer you up. Let's go get you some honey. But there's none, so you have to find more pages, help him out, get more of his friends, find more of his friends, and then they all come together for a big celebratory. Like, we're all together, guys. I can't. It's been so long.
Hi there.
Missed y'all so much.
Nothing. Just thinking.
Oh,
Have you come to say goodbye to Pooh, too?
well, no. Why would I do that? We've only just met.
Because everyone's gone away.
What do you mean?
Well, we all lived here in the 100-acre wood. And we'd take walks together. Or play Pooh sticks. And every day, I'd eat some honey. Just one small smackerel would taste very good right now. But now, everyone is gone.
But yeah, just seeing this for the first time, I'm like, dang, this is just sad. Honestly, I want to help him out so much, but it is our job to now find all of the pages of the missing books, and from here we run into Riku.
There you are. What's going on?
Riku!
Hey, cut it out.
I'm not dreaming this time. Right?
I hope not. Took forever to find you.
Riku! Wait a second, where's Kairi?
Isn't she with you? Well, don't worry. I'm sure she made it off the island too. We're finally free. Hey, she might even be looking for us now. We'll all be together again soon. Don't worry. Just leave everything to me. I know this.
Leave it to who?
Sora, what did you...
I've been looking for you, and Kairi too, with their help.
So both Riku and Sora are just talking, chatting along, saying, hey, it's been a minute, let's go hang out, let's go find Kairi together. But I'm guessing there's some ulterior motives
What do
because
you know?
something else has to happen, I guess. But no, both Donald and Goofy are like, no, man, we're not bringing him. Like, dude, come on, he's his buddy, man. Let's just all work together, find Kairi, and boom, we're set in stone. We can also close the world. But no, Riku just takes his Keyblade. I don't know how that's possible. It reminded me of the Green Lantern meme of Batman just taking that shit. But as you can see here, Donald denies everything, as I said previously. And then from here, we move on to Sid, Aerith, and also Leon in a big old house talking about, hey man, Maleficent's here. We got to do something. We got to lock up this world. Because we also see Riku and Maleficent talking to each other. Maleficent kind of driving in, hey man, he's ditched you and your friend. He's given up the search. He's here hanging out with both Donald and Goofy, forgetting about y'all, making new friends. And to an extent, I understand Riku's perspective because it's like, imagine you guys all got separated, right? You're working with this whole new group of people, you're hanging out with these new group of friends, right? And you're trying to be like, hey man, what happened? We're trying to look for Kyrie. I thought our main goal here was to look for Kyrie. But at the same time, Sora has his own objective of like sealing all the worlds. But they could have just brought Riku along and just help out each other, be like, hey man, here, let's fight all these enemies together. Let's do this as fast as we can. And is what my thoughts were originally. Later on in the game, I realized, yeah, he's kind of scummy, man. I'm gonna be real. But no, as we move on to Pachetto, I don't know his name. I don't know how to say his name. But we run into Pinocchio, the real boy. I always disliked Pinocchio. I really do. I just don't like him as a character. One of my like, if there was a fire in a nice warm house, I'll throw him in the fire and then go inside the nice warm house. But I will say, Elias of P, I like the story of it. I need to play it and finish it fully. I have only like got through like the first two bosses and I kind of stopped because life happens. But no, basically Pinocchio is very upset that Pachetto is gone. He's looking for him. Apparently he got swallowed up by something. I'm assuming it's the whale. But as we venture forth on the Gummy Ship Adventure mission, there's the whale. We get swallowed up by him. We run into a little flashback of both Riku and Sora, and we wake up inside the whale. And once we're swallowed inside the whale, our main mission is to save Pinocchio because he can't stay put, all right? He can never stay put. He has to go off and do scandalous activities. And from here, we have to go find Riku. We run into him. And we see Maleficent trying to talk to Riku about, hey, man, look, he don't care about you, man. He only cares about that Keyblade, all right? He ain't a real one, all right? Let's keep moving forward. But Riku's like, hey, man, I'm just only messing with him a little bit, let's keep moving forward. But, come to find out later on, he's like, hey, look, man, you only care about running around with that Keyblade. You only care about showing it off. You never cared about Kairi. And Sora kind of hurt, but, like, understanding, like, maybe he has a point. Because, like I said, I'm kind of with Riku on this because it's like, I understand. His main objective is to help out people, save people, and close the world. Now, if Riku and them can come to an agreement where it's like, hey, look, so I need your help. Let's, close all these worlds and we'll be set in stone. But, Riku's working with Maleficent and you can already kind of put two and two together. And plus, the sword that he's using has like that weird eyeball. I watched it in the back cover movie. Apparently that eye is like always watching and it's part of the big bad. But here we fight this interesting creature. He just throws acid at you, and then from there we save Pinocchio. Pinocchio goes back to Giuseppe, and we have to go back in and fight Riku this time over Pinocchio.
He's no puppet. Pinocchio is my little boy.
He is unusual. Not many puppets have hearts. I'm not sure, but maybe he can help someone who's lost theirs.
Wait a minute. Are you talking about Kairi?
What do you care about her?
So I'm assuming from here, like, Kairi just lost her heart, or her heart's been given up to the darkness, or something happened from the island to result in her losing her heart. There's like a lot of questions I had regarding this one scene. So I'm like, all right, cool. We run into Riku again. He's like, hey, here's your puppet. I'm out of here. This puppet's useless. So I'm gonna figure out a different option because apparently he has his own heart and there's like a separate entity for hearts or something like that. If you can't tell, I'm just a little confused since I'm taking this as Pinocchio is being used as a heart vessel, but since he doesn't have a heart, they're trying to use him as like, since he doesn't have a heart, let's see what happens if we use a separate heart being and put it inside of something that doesn't have a heart. But yeah, boss battle time. And so from here, we defeated it. It was kind of annoying. It took me like, 10 attempts because of how much acid was being thrown. I had to utilize a lot of my items and abilities. And like I said, this was a major jump due to me having to, equip certain abilities because I thought you could automatically dodge roll. No, you cannot. You have to equip it and it takes up some of your magic points or your ability points. And then from there, you got to put on more ability points, manage a few things. It's very interesting to say the least. I got to say, it took me getting used to because I'm like, wait, what do I need? What's good for, combat? What's good for aerials? Because a lot of enemies fly. A lot of enemies are on the ground. What's good for this? What's good for that? Do I need magic for this? Do I not need magic for this? And overall, it was a lot of fun experiences, but a lot of them were frustrating because I'm like, what can I do to hit this enemy? And what can I do to, not get whooped repeatedly? But we cut back to Kyrie unconscious, heartless, I believe, and Riku's entire motive for, hey man, I need your help. We need to help out Kyrie. Can you stop fooling around with Goofy and Donald and help me out? Is because Kyrie doesn't have a heart. She's very much asleep at this point and is trying to find like any amount of resources to get her a heart. Also, I just saw the dialogue for Maleficent, and she said get 7 pure hearts, or like 7 hearts from like 7 princesses. This is heavily reminding me of Terra and his whole mission of going around the entirety of Kingdom Hearts and getting 7 princesses hearts. I can see why he chose Riku as a successor, because he is kind of dumb. Now I understand, like, he wants to save Kyrie. He wants to, go back to how things were to an extent. He wants to get stronger. But come on, man. She's evil. I understand she gives you power, but come on. Also, I am an idiot. I totally forgot to include Aladdin before Monstro. So you go through the entirety story of Aladdin. Princess Jasmine gets captured by Jafar, as always. And then from there, you go to the temple. The temple took me 4.5 hours. I kid you not. Because of the simple fact that I didn't think you needed to equip Aladdin to get to a certain area. But you do, because he launches this little monkey at like the little gemstones you gotta touch. And from there, makes it a lot easier, because I just thought, hey, I need Goofy, Donald, I don't need anyone else, I'll be fine. And this is kind of where I kind of put all like the allies that you get, like, Little Mermaid, Jack Skellington, because I'm like, wait, I may need to use them again. Wait, no, sorry. It took me 2 hours to realize, because like I'm walking through the entirety of this temple. I'm going to different worlds to see, hey, do I need like a specific item? Do I need to farm for a little bit before I do this? No, you don't. I'm an idiot, because you had to take down a pillar. I thought you can only get there because of what's his name, Aladdin. But no, you can just walk up with these stairs and hit it. There's also like I said again, the gems. You got to throw the monkey at the like little keystones and stuff. I'm like, bro, no way. But no, overall, like, not my fault. I'll be real. I mean, it is kind of my fault, to be 100% fair. It is kind of my fault, because I'm like, I thought you didn't really need allies all that much, or like your story allies. I thought you just needed, Goofy, Donald, and Sora to just carry on through the entire missions. But no, you need some of them. All right, this is the one time where I'm like, dang, this. I wish they told me a little bit beforehand. But it is the temple, so it's kind of a given that you need Aladdin, because he navigated it all by himself. But at the same time, man, do you really need to? But other than that, the boss battle, it was cool. I didn't really like having to either fight the genie or the bird. I thought you just had to fight the bird, but you can also hit the genie with like Blizzard and all that stuff. But it's okay. I didn't like chasing the bird. I know you can use spells and stuff to stop it, but I wasn't as strong as like multi-managing, spells, combat at that time. So that is on me. I'm gonna be 100% fair. It's on me. I need to learn how to multitask and stuff. But other than that, it just took me a while to clear the temple, man. It's just, I don't know what I was thinking.
And that smarmy vizier could have had him. If someone had stuck around to give him a hand.
Hey, I did my part. I brought the princess, didn't I?
Jafar was beyond help, consumed by his own hatred. One should beware of letting it burn too fiercely.
Whoa, 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 lighten up. I'm as cool as they come, okay? By the way, kid, have we got something special for you?
Huh?
We had a deal, yes? You help us, and we grant you your wish.
Kyrie!
Go to her. Your vessel is waiting.
Just remember, this is no pleasure cruise. It won't be a pleasant voyage.
Why are you doing all this for me? What's the catch?
Catch? What's the catch? Silly boy. You're like a son to me. I only want you to be happy.
I seriously doubt that.
Believe what you wish. But lest we forget, I kept my end of the bargain.
Hate. Let me tell you how much I've come to hate you since I began to live. There are 387.1 4 million miles of printed circuits in wafer-thin layers that fill my complex. If the word hate was engraved on each nanoangstrom of those hundreds of millions of miles, it would not equal 1/1 billionth of the hate I feel for humans at this micro instant. For you, hate.
But let's just move on to Jack Skellington, and yeah, let's just move on, man. And I just realized that my entire world for Jack Skellington, or the Nightmare Before Christmas, got deleted and corrupted. So you know what? It is what it is. Overall, the world was pretty cool. You get to have Jack on your team, pretty nice. You get to fight the big old sack boy, and you just defeat him as a house. There's like a weird mini game where it's like he rolls a dice, you got to fight him as he rolls the dice, and then you got to get lucky enough to stop just in time and defeat him. It's okay. I don't really like it all that much. He's all right. Let's just move on to Neverland. Once we get to Neverland, our main objective here is to fight Captain Hook, seal the world, and most importantly, save Tinkerbell. Now, you get the ability to fly due to the help of Tinkerbell and believing in yourself. You just gotta believe, man. Kind of cringy, kind of corny, but hey, it is a Disney game. You gotta have that enthusiasm in there. But at the same time, you see Riku and Captain Hook arguing, fighting about. He also gets traumatized. Like every time you see Captain Hook interact with like Disney characters, or every time you see him interact, it's just him being like, "Oh, that noise! What's that noise?" And it's just like the crocodile creaking, like stumbling along. It's like, bro, no way are they treating Captain Hook this bad, man. Like, what's going on? I thought Disney was against bullying, not unless it's a villain, man. But let's use his trauma and just harass him repeatedly. But at the same time, there's like a lot of panty shots of Tinkerbell. You ever notice that? Like, I noticed it in Birth by Sleep, but like I'm noticing it more. Like the more she's on screen, it's just like kind of like upskirting her dress, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck? Like, I just want to play the game, man. But no, you can also see Captain Hook and Riku having an interaction, being like, hey man, I'm not, what's going on? Like, what's your plan with Maleficent? What's this whole charade? Because I want to know. I don't know why we're like, capturing these princesses. What are we doing? What's going on? And Riku's being like, man, just shut up and do your job. Which, based. As we venture forth throughout the ship, we run into both Wendy and Kairi. Now, as you can see here, she's very much out of it. Now, she does get like a close response, or somewhat of a response to Sora as like he's talking to her. And it's like, oh my goodness, she's okay, kinda. Who knows? But from here, we have to fight a Shadow Sora, which is a cool little boss fight. It reminds me of Shadow Link, not gonna lie. But from here, we go to the deck of the ship, talk to Captain Hook. He's like, hey man, either you give me the Keyblade or you walk the plank. And we can't allow that to happen, so we get on the plank. And as we're about to jump, the power of friendship and Tinkerbell's magic, floating dust, whatever it's called, allows us to, one, jump off the plank, barely get eaten by the alligator or crocodile, one of those two, and then just float away. And then this starts our boss battle. Now, the boss battle wasn't that hard. It's just the enemies that spawn, because this is one of the boss battles where, yes, to an extent, the opponent can summon enemies, but it's not that tedious. This was extremely tedious because you have like a giant airship floating around, making sure, it launches missiles at you. That wasn't the annoying part. The annoying part is you have to take it down, okay? You have to take it down before it, like, rams into you. And it's like, it takes half of your health if you don't dodge it. And you can barely dodge while in the air. I prefer the air combat over, the swimming combat. Because, one, at least you can do more stuff and, like, kind of maneuver a bit differently. In my personal opinion, it's a lot more freeing. It's a lot more fun to experience. But as we defeat Captain Hook, and then we free Tinkerbell, we go into this clock tower, aka Big Ben. I don't like English food, it's disgusting. But anyways, we float around, we have to line up all the clocks around 12 o'clock, or aka midnight, and from there we close and seal off the world. And from here we go into one of the best, in my personal favorite worlds. I do got to go back and re-edit that tier list, but my overall funniest experience playing this game.